It'll take forever, you know.
Why? All the information's on the computer, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll get onto it tonight.
Look, I don't mean for you to work late.
Don't worry about it, Michael. Don't worry about it at all.
Any trends here?
Too soon to say.
Well, I hope you don't have to work too late. See you tomorrow.
See you. Hey, I'm in here. Let me out.
Jenny, what is going on?
I came in to put the report on your desk and someone shut the door and locked it.
Using my keys.
Your keys?
Yeah, I left them behind. That's why I came back. They're in the lock.
Well, nothing seems to be taken.
Well, it looks like someone's been having a nosy, though.
Staff files. What would anyone want with these?
You see anything missing?
Hang on. Catherine Blake's file. It's gone.
Just can't believe he's gone.
I'm hardly used to it myself.
At least you had a chance to say goodbye to him, Mum. Should have been here.
It's been hard on all of us. No one saw it coming.
I was thinking of all these things that I was going to say to him.
Stuart, he knew you loved him.
It's not fair, Mum. It's not bloody fair.
This is a life, eh? Footloose and fancy-free.
Not quite. I'm a betrothed man, don't forget.
Oh, not quite betrothed.
Committed, faithful, monogamous.
Savage phrases.
Hey, Mister, what can I say?
Oh, well, better dust off a bit of the shelf for me, then.
Sorry, I don't quite see you as the old maid type.
You know, it's a crying shame. All of this and no one to appreciate him.
What about the lovely Dr. Blake?
Now, what about her?
Where's that Warner instinct?
Catherine is an expert in deflection.
Harder the battle, sweeter the victory.
True. Very true.
Campaign strategy, what do you know about her?
Nothing. Zero. Zilch.
Well, get learning. Knowledge is strength.
Don't worry. I'm onto it.
Meet anyone? Nah, not really. Make any money? Nah. Dream holiday, I wish I could have gone.
That's enough, Nick. It's hardly the time.
Okay. You guys party on, I'm going to hit the sack.
I would apologise for him, but, you know, Nick.
Don't worry, Jen.
I think I'll go to bed too. Give you two a chance to catch up.
Night. Night, Jen.
You should have told me. I would have at least come for the funeral.
Well, don't think I didn't try. I rang the student job search, the local police station.
I put a contact address in the letter.
What letter?
The letter I sent Dad. I told him I was staying in the middle of an orchard in a shed.
I never saw any letter.
Well, I must have got here.
I'm sorry, love, but it didn't.
Yeah, I should have phoned. You know, things just kept happening. I just didn't think.
Oh, well, none of that matters anymore.
Mum, it was the one time you needed me and I wasn't here for you.
I needed you once before, when your father disappeared. You were there for me then. I'll never forget that. Stuart, we do need to talk about Tom's will.
Why, he's left everything to you, hasn't he?
And there are problems.
What problems?
Well, of course, Darryl's the executor of the will.
Yeah?
And therefore it's his role to carry out Tom's wishes.
Yes, sir.
So this conversation should strictly be between you, me, and these four walls, right?
Feeling peckish, Doris?
Could
did you get that cat away from my baby?
Oh, relax, Gina.
How can you keep such a wild animal in the house?
Doris is no more wild than they are musical.
Don't you listen to Auntie Kirsty. She's just a grump in the mornings. When's Jane coming to get Doris anyway?
Well, just a few more days.
Well, feed her then. Anything to get her mind off Rod and Rachel.
Rod and Rachel.
Don't you knock them. They're a wonderful couple.
Of course.
What?
Well, he's shorter than she is. They're both bird brains and neither of them can sing. Perfect. You haven't asked me about my holiday yet.
Oh, no, go on, tell me.
Oh, it was amazing, Gina. We found this gorgeous little place on the west coast right down on the beach. We had a really good time.
That's nice.
It's very nice.
Especially the bit when we walked over red hot moon rocks.
Lovely.
Have you told Kirsty about our new plans, Treasure?
Not yet. Guess what, Kirst? We've decided to call ourselves Rossi Dodds with a hyphen.
Do you know Rossi Dodds?
And Leonard.
Rossi Dodds.
Very 90s, I'm sure.
My file. Certificates, references, everything.
But why?
Well, we thought it might be some kind of practical joke.
Why would anybody bother? I'm not that interesting.
Well, someone thinks you are. The thing is, if they're not returned, we'll have to replace all your documents.
Leave it with me.
Thanks. Oh, what's this? Some kind of fashion revival? Bring back the wet look?
No, and it's not funny. It's pretty rough when you have to come to work to have a shower.
Oh, trouble at Shea Mills.
Yeah, Stevie.
You should have a health warning stamped across his forehead.
Yeah, I've often thought that.
Plumber? Plumber? That man's no plumber. He's a burglar in overalls.
Expensive, huh?
Expensive? Ha! What's an arm and a leg between friends?
Serves you right.
No, that was the good news, Sam. The bad news is I'm going to have to raise your rent to cover costs.
No way.
Real.
Oh, well, what can I do? Sewer man is robbing me in broad daylight.
Yeah, well, 90% of it's damage control, fixing your mistakes.
Yeah.
And where am I supposed to get the money from?
Steve, this is you we're talking about. Mills, the money hound. Just don't expect any donations from us.
Pardon me?
My file. If you've quite finished with it, I'd like it back.
What file?
Don't put me through this charade, just give it back.
I'm sorry, I really don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, last night somebody broke into Ginny's office. The only thing that was taken was my personal file. Now, the only person interested in my business is you.
Oh, come on, what do you think I am?
An opportunist.
Give me a break, I'm not that desperate. Actually, I was kind of looking forward to getting to know you slowly.
Oh, very good, very sincere. If you ever get sick of being a doctor, there's a career on the stage for you.
This is old news, Carmen. I've already been through this with Guy.
Yes, I know, but I've revamped the proposal, taking into account some of your objections.
Oh, go on.
Well, you don't want the sex workers here, right? So we send a nurse out to them.
Paid for by whom?
By the sex workers support group.
Well, that's an interesting idea, but what's it going to do for the clinic?
Well, referrals. With regular checkups, we get regular referrals.
And busloads of prostitutes traipsing through the clinic.
No, not busloads. The women come here by themselves like everyone else.
Oh, so I'd just be treated to one spectacle at a time, would I?
Dr. McKenna, you've got a very outdated view of sex workers.
Oh, is that right? Well, perhaps you'd care to update me.
First of all, they don't get round in fishnet stockings and tight skirts, especially out of work hours.
Fashion conscious, are they?
I'd be very surprised if you could pick a sex worker from anyone else at reception.
Marj could.
Some of the women have got children. That'd mean extra business.
Trouble is, it means taking staff away from the clinic, and there's travelling time.
Yes, but it's a nurse's time, not a doctor's.
True.
And once the referrals start coming in, the initial costs will be covered.
Well, I suppose it could work.
But does that mean you give it the go-ahead?
Okay. I'll put the hairdryer back in your locker. Thanks, you're a real lifesaver.
I always keep one here, just in case.
Steve should be paying you guys to put up with them.
Yeah, I reckon.
Stuart! Welcome home, buddy. We've missed you.
I miss you too, mate. How are you?
Okay?
Hey, you almost a bit shell-shocked.
Hardly surprising. Let's get a cup of tea. Is that okay, Marj?
Fine.
Hi, Marj.
Diane, Robert, how's my little soldier?
Well, that's why we're here. He's a bit off colour, actually.
Oh, dear.
It's Diane Nielsen, isn't it?
Yes. This is Robert. He's not very well.
Well, Dr. Warner's one of our best. He'll have him back in the pink in no time, won't you, Chris?
If you say so, Marj. Come on through.
Come on.
Good morning, bargain hunters.
Good morning, Steve.
What's that?
This, my curious little friend, is the plumber's bill.
Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's little Stewie Nielsen.
Shut up, Daryl.
Great bedside manner. Should have been a social worker.
What did you expect? A song and dance?
No, I'd feel rotten too having missed Dad's funeral. You could have called or written.
I did write.
Oh, yeah, blame the postal service. Old cliche, Stuart.
Yeah, well, Mum believes me. That's all that matters.
How is she?
Not particularly happy.
Oh, still hacked off over the will, eh? Dad only did what was best for us.
You reckon?
Yeah. Think about it. I mean, the way the will is now, we all get well provided for.
Well, how do you figure that?
I'm the executor, right? So I dispense the funds.
Yeah, well, how does that help me?
Well, say you wanted to go to art school, which Mum has never been too keen on. I apply to the estate.
Why would you want to do that? No talent sicko? Wasn't that your considered opinion on my artistic ability?
We all say things in the heat of the moment, Stuart. It's time to put that behind us and start looking after Mum.
Well, I think Mum's pretty keen on looking after herself.
Now, what does that mean? She's not thinking of contesting the will, is she?
She just doesn't want us on her case, that's all.
Look, if we don't start looking after her, I know someone who's dead keen to help us
Hey,
spend
look,
the
if
money.
that's a dig at Laurie, sad to Mum and not me.
It's not a dig at anyone. It's just that at the moment, Mum is confused and vulnerable. Perfect victim material.
He says he aches all over and he's been running a temperature.
Yeah, it is a little high. Have you given him anything?
Just paracetamol. Well, he's hardly ever sick. It's not like him to complain of aches and pains.
The symptoms suggest some kind of virus.
So antibiotics won't help.
No. I keep giving him the paracetamol every 4 hours if necessary. It'll keep the temperature down and help with the pain. If the temperature stays high, bathe him in tepid water and bring him back tomorrow morning.
Okay, thanks. Come on, Robbie. It's time to go.
Diane, you do know that Daryl's in the clinic, don't you?
So I understand. Okay, thanks.
See ya.
Bye.
Oh, good, you finished. How's my little man?
Doesn't look like anything serious. So how are you coping? Okay?
Oh, well, you know, life goes on. Look, seeing you here, what say we go and visit Daryl?
My mum. Oh, not today, darling. I'd rather get him home and rested.
Oh, it'd only take a minute.
Maybe tomorrow. Come on.
It's state of the art, people.
What, the machine or the sales pitch?
This little gem will fit any telephone. It's so simple to use, it's embarrassing. And at no extra cost, you get RMR.
RMR?
Remote Message Retrieval. A technological breakthrough.
Alexander Graham Bell would be truly impressed.
Yes, sir. If he was alive today, this would be his machine. And the little lady will love it too.
You know, I think we could use one of these.
You will never regret it, Leonard. Cash to me by close of business.
Oh.
Honey, how can you run a social life without an answer phone?
It's okay, there's already one at the flat.
But does it have RMR?
Whatever that is.
Do you have to wait until you get home, until you hear messages?
Yep.
Well, with this little beauty, you can dial up from anywhere, punch in your personalized code, and hey presto, instant messages.
How much?
Well, for a top quality machine like this, you'd expect to pay top dollar, am I right?
How much?
100. Would be cheap, but for you, 80. 5. Sam, I am crushed. I'll have you know that these machines come from a very reliable source.
Okay, I'll take one.
Well done.
Pay at lunchtime.
Guy, word in your ear?
Dr. McKenna. Now, if there is a man who can spot a good deal, it's you, am I right?
We're running a clinic here, Mills, not a flea market. Guy. Carmen was very persuasive this morning.
She was?
Yes, that revamped proposal of yours.
Oh, good, good.
Yeah, so I've decided to give it the go-ahead.
Great. Does this mean my contract gets renewed?
For now, I want you to oversee the scheme, but I also want you to keep pursuing those other groups.
Okay, sure, yeah.
Yeah. Bright girl.
Yeah, Carmen, she is.
Seems to me she'd be perfect for the role of screening nurse, but since you're in charge, I'll leave that decision to you.
Hi. So did you guys have a good time last night?
Jamie piked out early. Couldn't handle the pace.
Well, I'm not surprised. I was exhausted. I don't do half the stuff he does.
Ambulance work can't be that demanding.
Well, that's not all he does.
Oh, yeah? He's a bit of a moonlighter, is he?
No, not exactly. He's involved in some sex education program, goes to heaps of meetings and stuff.
Oh, yeah? What a guy.
This is so fantastic.
What is?
Am I hasten in?
Sci-fi, is it?
No, Nick, you won't understand.
Why not? It's in English, isn't it?
You're not a woman.
What's that got to do with it?
Well, her writing's so female, so expressive, so sensual.
Yeah?
Reading this helps me explore my own sexuality.
Cool. So what are you doing later?
Dunno. House sitting, I guess. Parents have gone away.
Awesome.
I'm telling you, if you see him coming, just run and hide, man.
Yeah, but I don't want an answer phone.
Yeah, but he just keeps on going away at you, man, like a little bird picking.
Oh, brilliant. Thanks for the warning.
I'm telling you, just turn and run.
Hi there.
Oh, hi, how are you?
Good, good. Look, I'm sorry about dragging you out last night. You should have said.
Said what?
About this volunteer work you do. I mean, it's enough to slow anyone down.
Volunteer work?
At the Safe Sex program?
Yeah, right.
Tough job, eh? I've been trying to get someone like that going at my school.
You?
Don't sound so surprised.
Oh, sorry, you just didn't seem like the activist type.
Oh, well, shows you how wrong you can be, eh?
What school are you at?
Ferndale.
Oh, yeah, I know it. I've been trying to get into there for ages. Your life skills teacher's too ultra-conservative.
Mrs. Wilkin, yeah.
Yeah. So what have you tried?
Oh, lots of things. At the moment, I'm organising a petition.
Oh, yeah? It's a good idea.
Thanks.
Just do me a favour, though, and be very careful about how you conduct your petition. It'd be very easy to blow it for us by offending someone.
Yeah, Mrs. Wilkin. Her idea of safe sex is to have the guys on one side of the room and the girls on the other.
Shows you how much she knows.
Yeah. See, you and I, we're not so different. We want the same things after all.
Yeah, thanks for coming over. Can I get you a drink or anything?
No, not for me, thank you. How you doing?
I'm okay.
You're very sudden, I understand.
Yeah. Yeah, take a seat.
Must have been tough on your mother. How is she?
Well, haven't you spoken to her?
Well, I had a very odd telephone conversation and she sounded very strange, not at all herself.
No, it must be the will thing.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate. What's she decided to do?
I don't know, but I don't blame her for being hosed off. The whole thing stinks.
I'm sure your dad was only doing what he thought was best for the family.
Yeah, that's what Daryl reckons.
Daryl? I'm sorry, Stuart. I can't take one word that man says at face value.
Don't be sorry. It just shows you're a good judge of character.
He sent for me to go and see him, you know. We had this strange discussion. Strange and unpleasant. That was all to do with Marj and the will.
Oh, have you told Mum?
Well, no. Our last conversation was so strange, you know. And I can't help feeling that was Daryl's doing.
What exactly did he say?
I don't need an answer phone.
Yes, but you want one, don't you?
There's lots of things I want.
Look at it, Carmen. Hey, it's small, it's clean, it costs nothing to feed. You can call it from work and it'll talk to you. You can come home late at night, all alone, and it will talk to you. You can even give it a name. Felix, Fodder, Fluffy.
Oh, this is pathetic. Look, no one ever calls me.
Once you get one of these, they will, Carmen. Go on, treat yourself.
Oh, this better be good and cheap.
You can pay me later, okay?
Oh, Carmen.
Guy, I think this one has your name on it.
Steve, I wouldn't buy a bandage off you if I was bleeding.
They can be arranged.
He is the master of the hard sell, that one.
Well, no more than you, from what I hear.
Me?
McKenna. He was very impressed.
No, it was your idea.
No, he turned me down. You convinced him.
You can't beat knowledge gained by experience.
Exactly. Which is why he wants you to take the role of screening nurse.
Oh, does he now? Thinks I'd feel at home in a brothel, does he?
No, it's not that. He was just very impressed.
Hey, it's okay. I'd love to do it.
Fantastic.
Partners then.
And friends too, I hope?
Friends too.
Good. Not forgetting, of course, who's boss round here.
Exactly. And luckily for you, she's a sharing, caring kind of boss.
So, can I be discharged soon?
I'd be happy for you to go tomorrow.
Oh, gosh darn, just when we're getting on so well.
You've meant it very well, but you need to take it easy. Don't overdo things.
I won't. Oh, have you seen Marj today?
Yeah, she's around somewhere.
Oh, it's funny her not dropping in to see me.
Yeah, maybe she's doing personal stuff, I don't know.
What sort of personal stuff?
Look, Daryl, I don't know what's going on with your family, all right? And frankly, I don't care.
Oh, I'm so glad we decided to go private. It's all those caring personal touches you pay so much for, eh?
Tell you what, if you're so desperate to see Marj, why don't you go look for her? You could use the exercise.
Yo, Nick, you got yourself some wheels?
Yeah, thought I'd go for a bit of a cruise.
Oh, wow. Really like to join you, but maybe some other time.
Suits me. Probably just end up at Olivia's anyway. Her parents are out of town.
Oh, go for it.
Yeah, she kind of just wants to sit around and read and talk, though.
Oh, come on, Nick. She's waiting for you to make the first move.
You think so?
I'm surprised she's managed to contain herself this long.
Yeah, well, she has been reading some pretty raunchy books. You know, one's about female sexuality and that.
Now, if that doesn't give you the big hit, nothing will.
You reckon?
She wants you, Nick. Take it from me.
Marj.
Oh, Laurie.
wondering, can we have a quick chat over coffee, maybe?
Oh, I'm a bit busy at the moment.
Look, please, we do need to talk.
Well, go on, Marj, I'll hold the fort.
All right. I won't be long.
Why? We've already got one at the flat.
Yes, but it doesn't have RMR.
What?
Remote message retrieval. I can call home any time and listen to the lovely dulcet tones of my taniwa. And only I know the secret code.
It's enough to make you sick.
Nothing compared to what I have to live with.
Has your file turned up yet?
You should know.
I didn't steal your papers.
I'm beginning to believe you. Thousands wouldn't.
Okay, forget the apology. How about dinner?
Okay, we'll make it an amnesty dinner. If you've got my file, you give it back. If not, I'll tell you all you want to know.
Sounds good to me.
I can't tomorrow night, so the night after?
Oh, gee, I don't know. Okay, you talked me into it.
Kirsty, have you seen Mum?
Coffee shop with Laurie.
So when you rang and cancelled, I thought you didn't want to see me because of the money.
Whatever gave you that idea?
Well, Daryl said you had cash flow problems and that you were only interested in me if I had Tom's money.
So Stuart was right.
Right about what?
Look, I'm not interested in the will, Marj. Not at all.
Really?
Of course not.
I'm sorry. I should never have doubted you.
Look, it's not your fault. Daryl had a few choice words to say to me, too.
What?
He told me you'd never want to see me again.
He what?
Said you were worried about losing everything financially.
But that's preposterous. I never said anything of the sort.
Mum, I gotta talk to you about this guy.
What the devil do you think you're playing at?
What?
How dare you? How dare you interfere in my life?
What are you talking about?
You know very well what I'm talking about.
Mum,
listen. Don't touch me. And don't even speak to me.
Is it you or is it me? Lately I've been lost it seems. I think the change is what I need. If I'm looking for a chance or a dream, Shortland Street. Taking time to hold my place. Yesterday's another race. Just living for the times we've seen. When the writing on the wall says I'll be Shortland Street. If you want to find a way of searching for another world, it's hard to see. Shortland Street.
Shortland Street was made with the help of your broadcasting fee, so you can see more of New Zealand On Air.